Catherine.
Court her. My master's not so wild.
You're sure mine had Kato, she's too rough for me, I say.
Lucentio, wouldn't you like to wed Catherine?
Well...
I pray you, sir, is it your intent to make me mate with one of these foolish jobs? Mate? Mate, what do you mean by that? No mate for you unless you learn a gentler, milder mold. Then by heavens, you shall never need to fear what should I do with men and thieves, that is, to comb their noodles with a three-legged stool and paint their faces and use them for fools!
Such a devil, the Lord deliver my master. Think the wench must be mad.
But her sister is nowise like her. In her sober silence do I see a maid's mild behavior and serenity.
Well then, gentlemen, since you have no reply, I'll remove my youngest daughter from your eye. Bianca, get you in. But do not be displeased, my good sweet Bianca, for I will love thee nevertheless, my girl. She had sense enough she'd cry for that.
Sister, be content with my discontent. If my tears make you happy, I shall weep. Father, if it be your will, I shall obey. And books will be my only company.
Oh, listen, Lucentio. She speaks like Minerva.
Yes. Baptista, would you be so inhuman as to make so sweet an angel grieve?
Yes, Signor Baptista, why will you lock her up for this fiend of hell and make her bear the penance of her sister's tongue?
Gentlemen, enough! I am resolved. Get you in, Bianca. And yet, think me not, gentlemen, unfeeling. For well I know she takes most delight in music, instruments, and poetry. Schoolmasters will I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Hortensio, or you, Signor Lucentio, know any such, bring them to me. For to educated men I will be kind, and in doing so will be generous to mine own children in good bringing up. And so, farewell, gentlemen. Catherine, you may stay, for I have more to say to Bianca. Ah! What should... now I may leave here too, may I not? Or must I be appointed hours as though I did not have the sense to know when to stay, when to leave? Ah!
You may go to the devil's mother. You may be her for all I know, and no one here will delay. Ah, Lucentio, we are both out. But for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, I'll see if I can find a way that will suit her father and please my love.
So will I. But a word with you, I pray. Since we both love fair Bianca, we are rivals to the death. But now, we must find the means to be rivals once again. We need a plan.
A plan? To do what?
Well, to find a husband for her sister.
A husband? A devil would be better.
But I say a husband.
And I say a devil. Lucentio, although her father is very rich, any man would be a fool to marry into hell.
Tush, Hortensio. Although it is beyond your patience and mine to endure Catherine's bellowing voice, why, there'd be good fellows out there who'd be happy to take her with all of her flaws. If we looked, we could find such a fellow, especially since there's money enough.
Maybe so. Maybe so. But as for me, I'd rather earn my money each day by being whipped at high noon in the public square than win it with the dowry being married to that ugly bear.
Faith, as you say, there is small choice in rotten apples. But let's work together, Hortensio. Since Baptista's law makes us allies, let's labor together to find a husband for Catherine and set Bianca free for us. Then, our rivalry can begin again. Ah, sweet Bianca. Happy will be the man who gets her. So, what do you say, Hortensio? Shall we work together to sweep the shrew into a wedding gown?
I agree. And to help in the wooing of Catherine, I will give the best horse in all Padua to the man who would woo her, wed her, and bed her, and set her sister free of Catherine.
Ah, that's the spirit.
Master, may I speak with you aside?
Yes, excuse me.
Master, let's speak private.
Master, do you truly love this maid Bianca?
Do fish love water?
Do birds love to fly?
pray you sit if you love the maid.
Bend thoughts and wits to win her. This is a situation. Her elder sister.
That cast, that Shrew cake you to lay in love, locked up until Baptista can find a husband for her.
Biondolo, what a cruel and heartless father he is.
But what is there to do? For now, Bianca will be locked at home. Advise me, good Tranio.
You will be a schoolmaster and undertaking the teaching of the maid. That is your device.
It is. May it be done?
It is. Change your dress and hide your real identity, and you will know.
But say no word, or all will be discovered.
It's true. Lucentio is not to be trusted.
Hortensio would certainly expose me.
It's true. I promised to be his ally.
But all's fair in love and war.
I'll do it.
Well, good friend.
And trusted ally.
You were saying before?
You speak first, my faithful ally.
Well, I was saying, what was I saying? Yes, we are agreed to be allies.
Yes. Allies. Friends.
And sign a truce in our rivalry for Bianca.
Until we find a mate for Catherine. It is agreed.
We should leave now, sir. We must find the scarlet dress that will open the door to your lover's address, to fair Bianca.
It's true. I'll steal a march on my opponent before he realizes the battle has begun. Lucentio.
Yes.
I'll now go and find a way to find a man to woo the Shrew.
So will I.
I take my leave.
Now, master, you have winked and good. While he labors to advance your common cause to rid Baptista's house of the Shrew, you can now find a costume that will pass you as a school teacher, and so win your way from the scholar's page to your lady's heart.
Yes. I shall go and find a scholar and beg him out of his rags, so that I may pass as a learned man. But mind your manners and watch your tongue, good Tranio, for if Hortensio finds out, all will be lost.
You may trust me, master. And this is the way fine gentlemen their loves pursue, climbing into my lady's chamber on a ladder of broken promises and betrayed friends. Well, I think I'll stay here a while and watch Hortensio's house over there. For a rogue's watch it is, no rogue's man I am.
See my friends in Padua. But first, my best beloved and most approved friend, Hortensio. And I believe this is his door. Knock, Grumio, I say knock.
Knock, sir. Whom should I knock? Is there any man alive who dare be as your worship?
Knock on the door. I have no time for your foolish prattle.
My master's gone mad!
Very last time, Grumio. Very last time.
Peace! What are you doing here in Padua with your hands full of Grumio's ears?
The fool would play whip with me. I bid him to knock on your door and
He said nothing about your door. He said that I should knock, and so
Then
I
be gone or
said...
talk no more. I warn you.
Petruchio! Grumio is his master's servant and seeks but to imitate him whom he serves. Now tell me, what happy gale blows you here to Padua from old Verona?
Such a wind scatters young men throughout the world to seek their fortunes farther there at home, where small expenses grow. To be brief, I've come to happily wive and thrive as best as I may. Crowns in my purse I need, and goods in my home, and so I have come abroad to see the world.
Petruchio, shall I ask you directly, do you wish a shrewd, ill-favored wife? I promise thee that she shall be very rich indeed. But no, thou art too much my friend, and I cannot wish her off on thee.
Hortensio, if you do know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, be she as horrid as the ugly hag, or as old and wrinkled as Mother Time, or as shrewd and cursed as Socrates' Xananthropy, she will do with gold. I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua, and if wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Give him gold enough, sir, and marry him to a puppet or an old trot with never a tooth in her head, though she had as many diseases as 250 horses. Why, nothing's the matter if money's in the bargain.
Patricio, I shall begin what I continue. I can wed thee to a wife with wealth enough, young and beauteous. Her only fault, and this is fault enough, is that she's intolerably cursed and shrewd and forward, and that if my state were far worse than it is now, I would not mind wed her for a mine of gold.
That is Hortensio, because you do not know gold's value. Tell me her father's name, and that will be enough. I will board her though she chide as loud as thunder when the autumn clouds crack.
Her father is Baptista Manola, a courteous and affable gentleman. Her name is Catherine Manola, renowned in all Padua for her scolding tongue.
I know her father, though I know not her. But I will not rest, Hortensio, till I see her. Will you accompany me now?
Don't delay him, sir. On my word, if she knew him half as well as I do, she would know that scolding would do little good with him. She may perhaps call him names, but that is nothing. Once Signor Petruchio lets fly his tongue, he'll leave her whiplashed.
Ah, Petruchio, I shall go with you. But in Baptista's keeping, the jewel of my hold is fair Bianca. And Baptista has given word that none shall come to her until Catherine the Cursed has got a husband.
Catherine the Cursed? A sight of her all the maid's the worst. It's funny, you see, because...
Ah, Petruchio, do me grace and disguise me in sober robes as a schoolmaster to fair Bianca, so that I may have a chance to show her my love and unsuspected court her by myself.
Hortensio, you've known me long enough to know that I love a good plot and am your man.
And there's no knavery here to beguile the old folk and win a bride. It's ever a young man's game.
Petruchio, I need but add a few touches to my disguise. But say not a word about this, Petruchio, and you too, Grumio, for I do not know what my rival Lucentio would do if he found out about this. Now listen to me and speak fair. Do you promise to woo Catherine? Yes. And to marry her if her dowry please?
Why have I come hither but to that intent? I know she may be an irksome brawling scold, but if that is her only fault, then I know no harm. I think you a little dim for thinking that can daunt mine ears. Have I not in my time heard lions roar? Have I not in my time heard the seas puffed up with winds, raging like an angry boar chapped with sweat? Have I not in my time heard the great ordnance in the fields, or heaven's artillery thundering in the skies? And yet, you tell me of a woman's tongue? That gives me not so much half a blow to hear, as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire. Tush, tush, fear boys with buns.
Oh, but you fear none.
Petruchio, if you are the man I'm most in need of, and you will do this feat, break the ice, set the younger free, then I will not be ungrateful in times to come. But quick, for my rival Lucentio comes, and I do not know what he would do. Into the house.
So that's the plot they lay against my master. And that's the plot my master lays too. The Signor Hortensio will play the music master. The Signor Lucentio will speak to the maid in such words that make her heart race to the man that speaks words of love. My master's coming, and the battle is on. Good master, good master.
more to keep you bright and fair.
Is it for him you do envy me so? I'll give him to you, sister. Now please, Sister Kate, untie my hands. I know you jest with me.
If that be just, then all the rest is so.
Stop! Help me! Help me!
What's this? Bianca, move away! Move away! Poor girl. She weeps. Go, Bianca, ply thy needle. Meddle not with her. For shame! Thou child of the devil! Why do you wrong her that never did wrong you? What if she ever crossed you with a bitter word?
Her silence makes me mad! And I'll be revenged!
In my sight? Quick, Bianca, dart you into the room.
Let me go! Now I see it all! She is your treasure! She must have a husband and I must dance barefoot on her wedding day! Talk not to me! I shall go sit and weep until I find occasion for revenge!
Was ever a gentleman thus grieved as I? But who comes here?
Good morrow, Signor Baptista.
Good morrow. Do I know you, sir?
Nay, not me. You knew my father. I am Petruchio, and I have come from Mantua to make your acquaintance and possibly my fortune.
Welcome, Petruchio. Your father was my friend, and for his dear sake I greet you now, assured that in time I shall love you, for your sake as well. I've heard good word blown abroad about your skill in daring.
Yes, and I bring a gift. Oh, but I hear you have a daughter called Kate, fair and virtuous.
I have a daughter, sir, called Catherine.
Then I, hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behavior, am bold enough to show myself forward as a guest within your household, to make mine eyes a witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And to entertain my entrance, I present you with a man of mine, well trained in music and in mathematics, to instruct her fully in these arts, which I know she is not ignorant in. Accept him or you do me wrong. His name is Cambio, born in Mantua.
Welcome, Cambio. You may find employment for your teaching arts. But as for my daughter Catherine, this I know, she is not for your taste. The more my grief.
Oh, I see. You do not mean to part with her. That's all. You do not enjoy my company.
Oh, no. I like your company too well, and not to part with her, well, would be too mean. But we will speak further. In the meantime, you may go to her. Take you that lute, and presently you shall see your pupil.
My master Lucentio sends a gift. This is a learned man. His name is Lucio, and he is well trained to teach your daughter Bianca.
It is that villain Lucentio, but I cannot him to cry without turning the dogs on myself.
Give your master my warm thanks, and tell him his gift could not come at a more appropriate time. And you, Lucio, welcome to my home. If you prove wise, you shall find a fortune here.
Thank you, Master. I'd prove a fool if I don't. But what's this I see? Hortensio in disguise?
I'll take your message, Baptista.
Since you two scholars will be serving my house together, acquaint yourselves with each other's virtues. Speak aside a while, and presently you shall see your pupil. Hello within.
You're a villain, Hortensio.
We wear the same dress. But
since we found the same plan, we need to agree to, not spoil it for each other.
yes, let us find what honor thieves share. I'll keep your secret if you keep mine.
It is agreed. But who is this fellow with Baptista?
He is a man who aims to manage hell.
Explain.
A man who comes to woo and win Catherine.
Indeed. He does not look so mad.
He is.
Sirrah, lead these gentlemen to my daughters and tell them that they are their tutors. Bid them use them well.
Yes, Signor.
And now, my new friend Petruchio, let us truly discuss what business we have.
Signor Baptista, my business asks haste, and every day I cannot come to it why. You knew my father well, and in him me left solely heir to all of his lands and goods. So tell me, if I win your daughter's love, what dowry shall I have with her to wife?
After my death, 1/2 my lands, and at your wedding, 20,000 crowns. Be it understood, you must first win her love.
Why, that is nothing, for I am as winning as she is proud-minded, and where two raging fires meet, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. For I am rough and woo, not like a babe.
Well, mayest thou woo and happy be thy speed. But be prepared for a few unhappy words.
A few unhappy words. I am like a mountain. Words shake me not, though they blow perpetually.
Ow! Oh! Oh!
How now, my friend, what's happened?
I have met your daughter, Catherine.
And do you think she'll make a good musician?
She'll make a better soldier. She broke my lute over my head.
She did! That's a lively wench. I love her 10 times more. Now I love her.
Well, come with me and do not grieve. You can teach my younger daughter to play. Signor Petruchio, will you go with us? Or shall I send my daughter Kate to you?
Send Kate to me, I pray you so. I shall attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes.
She'll rail, I warn you. But I'll send her your way. Come, son.
Well, let her rail. And I'll tell her that she sings as sweet as a nightingale. And if she frowns, I'll say she looks as clear as the morning roses newly washed with dew. And if she remains silent, I'll say she speaks as if she'd uttered some tender, loving word. She's right behind me, isn't she? Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
You've only heard half, you half-wit. They call me Catherine. That do talk of me.
Nay, you lie. You are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Curse, but Kate! The prettiest Kate in Christendom. Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate. For dainties are all Kates, or cakes. The language varies in different lands, and since Kate, you, all goodness are, I've come to woo thee for my wife.
Woo! I'd soon woo a bumblebee!
Come, you wasp, surely you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
Good Kate, I am a gentleman.
Then, good gentlemen, let me try my sting.
I swear I'll cut you if you strike again.
You're no gentleman if you strike me.
Come, Kate, you must not be so sour.
It's my fashion when I see a crab.
There's no crab here, therefore look not sour.
There is.
Show me.
If I had a looking glass, I would.
You mean my face?
That's a good guess for one so young.
By St. George, I am too young for you.
Yet you're all wrinkled and withered.
It's the cares that creases my brow.
Your cares are no care of mine.
No, Kate, in truth, you'll not escape me so.
I'll give you more wrinkles if I stay. Let me go!
You'll not wrinkle me. I find you gentle. It's true that I was told you were rough and sullen, but now I find the report a very liar. You are pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, yet slow in speech, and yet as sweet as springtime flowers. Try as you may, you could not even frown, nor bite your lip as angry wenches will. You don't even know how to be cross and talk. Oh, world, Why do you report that Kate does limp? Oh, slanderous world! Kate is like the hazel twig, straight and slender and as brown in hue as hazelnut and as sweet as the kernels. Oh, Kate! Let me see thee walk. You did not stumble as the world reports.
Go away, fool.
Oh, why has Diana ever become so a grove as Kate in this room with her princely gait? You should remain Diana and let her be Kate.
Where did you study all this fancy speech?
I learned it from my mother wit.
Mother wit? Your mother had no wit or wisdom to have a son like you.
Oh, come, Kate. I'm wise enough for you. Therefore, let us set aside all this chatter. You should know that your father has consented. You shall be my wife. Your dowry's agreed on. And will you or nill you, I will marry you. And I'm to be your husband, Kate. And I swear by this light and by this truth, you will marry no man but me. For I am the man that was born to tame you. Here comes your father. Do not deny what I say. I will have Catherine to wife.
Now, Signor Petruchio, how goes your suit with my daughter?
Good, or by this time I should be gone.
Daughter? Why so downcast?
Can you call me daughter? I've seen that you've shown a tender fatherly regard to wish to wed me to one half lunatic and swearing Jack who thinks with cuffs and oaths to win his way.
Father, I do report that you and the rest of the world have talked amiss of her. If she be cursed, it is for style, for she's not proud, but as modest as the dove, and she's not angry, but as temperate as the morn. And since she and I go so well together, we have both thought agreed that Sunday shall be the wedding day.
I'll see you hanged on Sunday first.
Hanged is not wed, sir.
When the bride's Catherine, who knows?
Patience, gentlemen, patience. I chose her for myself. And if she and I be pleased, then what's that to you? Gentlemen, if she and I be pleased, then what's that to you? We have a bargain between us two alone, that she be cursed in company. But I tell you, it is unbelievable how much she loves me. She hung upon my neck, and after kiss and after oath after oath, she did win me over to her love. Father, prepare the feast and bid the guests, and I will ensure that Catherine shall be taken care of.
I don't know what to say, but you have my consent. God send you joy, Petruchio. It is a match.
Father and wife and gentlemen, adieu. I'm off to Verona, but Sunday comes soon. We will have rings and things in a fine array. Oh, Kate, we will be married on a Sunday.
Oh, was ever a match patched up so suddenly? Ow!
And now, Signor Baptista, about your youngest daughter. It is the day we have both longed for. I wish to lay my claim as first suitor to Bianca.
But it is I who loves her more!
I love her 10,000 times more than my life.
20,000!
30,000!
40!
A million!
Gentlemen! Be content. I will settle this strife, for it is deeds that win the prize, not words. Whatever suitor can assure my daughter the greatest dowry shall win Bianca's love. What can you offer? Think well on your answer. On Sunday next, Catherine is to be married. Now on Sunday following shall Bianca be bride to him who makes the best offer. So, let the matter stand. Gentlemen, adieu.
Now we stand openly opposed.
But Bianca's hand will not be won without her heart.
Nor her heart without her head, and she knows you for a fool.
Stop! Here comes the fair Bianca now. If you have complaints to press, let us see who wins in the test of teachers. And music shall plead for me.
Dame philosophy possibly would be my friend in need.
Heavenly patroness of perfect harmony, are you ready for your music lesson?
Fair Diana, shall we resume our studies?
Gentlemen, you do me wrong. I am no student in the schools that must learn each thing by the bell. I learn my lessons to please myself. I will sit down and listen to you both. You may play while you talk, and then I'll be double learned with half the effort.
You'll stop listening to his lecture when I get my instrument tuned.
That will be never, for he cannot tune a fork.
Come, gentlemen, begin.
We were studying our Latin.
So, continue.
Weenie, weedy, weaky, amor, amor, amor.
Translate.
Weenie, I am Lucentio, son of Vicentio of Pisa. Weedy, I have come disguised thus to get your love. Weaky, with your help, your father's consent will not be long withheld.
Madame, my instrument's in tune.
I do not think so.
Go back and tune it right. So now, let me see if I can translate the rest. Amor, that means I love you 1,000 times.
Madame, now it's in tune.
But your head is not.
Lucentio is courting her by her face. I'd better watch this. First lesson, madame, is to get the feel for the instrument. Thusly, cradle it gently. Allow me to play you a tune.
Fair Bianca, shall we resume our studies?
I think I need another book. That one, over there.
Yes.
Allow me to sing my song. I am Hortensio and do love you well. If you pledge your love to me, your father's consent, not follow from behind.
Madame, I return.
Mistress, your father prays you leave your books and help to dress your sister's chamber up. You know, Sunday's the wedding day.
Farewell, sweet masters both. I must be gone.
She called me sweet.
Masters both.
To woo a woman and harness with another lover
Is to learn the first and worst lesson in how to suffer.
Signor Lucentio, this is the day we said for Catherine and Petruchio to wed, and yet we hear not from our son-in-law. Oh, what will be said? What mockery will it be to lack a bridegroom when the priest attends to speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? Oh, what says Lucentio to the shame of ours?
Well,
No shame but mine, for first I must be forced to get my hand opposed against my heart unto a mad-brained roots be full of spleen. And then we see that he who hath wooed in haste intends to wed at leisure. I told you, he was a frantic fool, a bitter jester. He'll woo 1,000, mark the day of marriage, make feasts, invite friends, proclaim the banns, yet never intends to wed where he hath wooed. Now must the world point at poor Catherine and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife, if it would please him to come and marry her.
Patience, good Catherine, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well. Although he may be blunt, I know him passing wise. Though he be merry, yet withal he's honest.
I thought I saw a glint of honor there, but now I wish I had never looked at him.
Go, girl. I cannot blame thee to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint.
much more shrew of thy impatient humor.
is coming.
Has he come?
Why no, sir?
What then?
Oh, he is coming!
When will he be here?
When he stands where I am and sees you there.
But say, what to thine old news?
Ah, yes, Petruchio's coming in a mix of ancient styles and foreign fashions, of beggars' rags and women's jewelry, with kerchiefs, cravats, feathers, flowers, swords and swashes of every color yet invented, and some the human eye has never seen. So that one might think he swapped a bit of clothes with every man, woman, child, horse, cat, yes, cat, rat, statue, and corpse. He met upon the road to Padua.
I fear we know his character from his clothes.
Wait. Don't hypocrites dress finely as to hide their sins? So he, a man of honor, dresses meanly. Well, I go to join the guests.
I'm glad he comes, howsoever he comes.
Why, sir, he comes not.
Didst thou not say he comes?
Nay, I say his horse comes with him on his back.
Why, that's all one.
Nay, by say, Jemmy, I hold you a penny. A horse and a man is more than one, and yet not many.
Where be these gallants? Here's at home.
You are welcome, sir.
I come indeed, but I don't feel well.
Nay, are you ill?
Healthy, but highway weary.
Not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
Oh, I saw that I was late, so I dressed in haste.
In the dark, it seems.
But where is my Kate? Where is my lovely bride? How does my father... Gentles, methinks you frown upon this goodly company as if I were a comet or a prodigy.
Why, sir, you know this is your wedding day. First were we sad, fearing you would not come. Now sadder that you come so unprovided. Doff this habit and shame to your estate, and eyesore to our solemn festival. Oh, and tell me, what occasion of import hath all the long detained you from your wife, and sent you hither so unlike yourself?
It would be a tragic tale to tell. It would make you all weep. Not a tale for a festival, but I've come to keep my word. Now tell me, where is Kate? I stay too long from her. 'Tis time we were at church.
Oh, see not your bride in these unrivaled robes. Go to my chamber. Put on clothes of mine.
To that I say no. Therefore I go.
But thus I trust you will not marry her.
To me she is married, not unto my clothes. Could I change what she wears in me? No. 'Tis better for me and Kate both. But what a fool I am to be talking to you when I should bid good morrow to my bride and seal the title with a kiss. Grumio, play me away.
I see some meaning in this attire.
When Catherine sees him, then he'll change. Or wear some bruises underneath his clothes.
see that ceremony.
Yes, it has a strange effect on sweet Bianca.
Her sweetness, like sugar and water, begin to crust on top. I like it not.
Yes, but as soon as they are wed, she is free to do the same.
In better dress, I hope.
In better dress, I promise.
What have you got to do with how I will dress?
It is I who will marry sweet Bianca.
No, I will.
What is this? Is the ceremony already over?
It is mad, all mad. That's a groom indeed, a grumbling groom, then she shall find.
Curster than Catherine. That's impossible.
Why, he's a devil, a very fiend.
Why, she's the devil's mother.
Why, she's a lamb, a dove compared to him. I'll tell you, Sir Lucentio, when the priest had asked him if Catherine should be his wife, he swore an oath, and swore so loud that the poor priest had let fall the book. And, as he bent and grabbed it up again, this mad-brained bridegroom gave him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest.
And what did Catherine say to all this?
She trembled and shook, and he raged and swore. Thus the service went from fore to aft. And, when done, he took the bride against the mouth and kissed her with such a clamorous smack. Then, at their parting, the whole church did echo. I was frightened, and so I fled. And soon the rest will come. Such a mad marriage was never before.
Gentlemen and friends, I thank thee for thy pains. I know you intended to dine with me this evening and have prepared a wonderful feast for the wedding ceremony. However, I must now leave and go.
You can't leave before tomorrow.
I must leave now.
Patricio, may I entreat you to stay?
Hortensio, my dear friend, I cannot.
For my sake, as a favor.
No.
Let a sister's words be added.
And subtracted, no.
Give me leave, husband, to entreat you.
That I shall.
You'll stay.
No, I'll let you to entreat me to stay, and yet not stay. Entreat me how you can.
If you love me, stay.
Grumio, get the horses.
Ah, they're ready, sir.
No! I will not be gone today. No, nor tomorrow, nor until I please. There is the door, there lies your way, but I will not be gone until I please.
Prithee, Kate, be not so angry.
No! I will be angry. Why shouldn't I be? Father, prepare the feast. We are prepared to eat. Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman shall be made a fool if she has not the spirit to resist.
At thy command, Kate, they will obey you. Go to the feast. Be mad or merry or go hang yourselves. But you, my bonny Kate, you're coming with me.
No! Father!
Do not stop or stare or fret. I am the master of what is my own. You are my goods, my chattel, my field, my barn, my horse, my ox, my whatever I say. And there she stands, all mine. Take action, any one of you who dares. I'll bring action myself to the bravest man of all Padua. Grumio, drop forth thy sword. We are beset by thieves. Come take thy mistress if thou be a man. Do not worry, sweet wench. I'll protect you against a million. Go, Grumio, go forth. We must now retreat. Come on, let's go. Run, retreat.
Friends, let the quiet couple go their way. Went they not quickly? I thought I would die laughing.
Of all the mad matches, was there ever one like this?
Fair Bianca, what do you say to this matter?
That being mad herself, she madly mated.
Friends, let's to the feast that toasted departure of the wedded pair, already gone.
mad masters.
Are the master and his bride coming here, Drumio?
He bid me go before to prepare the way.
Is she as much as sure as she's reported?
She was pretty maid before she met my master. But, you know, that winter tames man, woman, and beast. And the cold winds that have blown since the wedding ceremony have chilled her blood.
Well, the trip from Padua on her wedding day must have been hard for even such a shrewish maid.
Oh, if I had time, I should tell you the tale, how a horse fell and she under the horse and all in the mud.
What?
Oh, she waded through the mud. Well, he swore vengeance on the rains, both those that broke and those that fell, and in his mad desire to save her honor, he let her fall again into the mud. She comes here now to die in oblivion.
He seems more of a shrew than she.
Aye, but hold your tongue, for here they come.
Come, Kate, make yourself at home. Grumio, bring food.
Aye, sir. Maid, bring food!
Come, be merry, Kate. It is your wedding day. Off with my boots, Grumio. Fool, you unshoot me left to right, and I said right to left.
Patience, Petruchio. He did not do it intentionally.
Come, Kate, sit down. I know you have the stomach for it. It's a shame we did not stay to sup with your father, but I did not think we'd be gone all day, poor thing. You must be starving. But first, give thanks. Or shall I? What is this? Bread?
Aye, sir.
It's burnt! What dogs are these? Where is this rascal cook? This is not a meal for a bride, but for a lonely cur that does not own a home. The bread is rancid, the butter is stale, the wine has too much fat in it, and the meat is dried away. What, do you grumble?
I pray you, husband, be not so upset. The bread is good, the meat was fresh.
I tell thee, Kate, the bread was burnt and rancid. I am expressively forbidden to touch it. For such a thing rots the sweet disposition of a man and drives one to maddening anger. It's better that we both fast. But fear not, sweet Kate. Tomorrow we'll feast. But today we'll fast a little longer. Come, I take thee to thy bridal chamber.
Well, did you ever see the like of that?
He kills her in her own humor.
But there's no bed made for the bride.
Those were his orders. Tonight she sleeps on the cold, hard ground.
But poor bride.
Oh, way away, for he comes.
This is a brute honeymoon.
Oh, throw the pillow this way, the coverlets another way, and the sheets will fly too. And all of this is done for reverent care of her. Yes, tonight she will see, for this is the best way to tame a wife with kindness. I'll curb her headstrong humor. He who knows better how to tame a shrew, speak now. It will be a charity to show. None? Well, forward.
won.
I would have if you had not dealt falsely with me.
I with you?
Yes, you with me, keeping fair Bianca from my loving eye.
So, you have not seen her either.
I thought she was with you.
And I thought she was with you.
Perhaps her father keeps her under lock and key.
Ah, I hear sweet Bianca's voice.
Raised in happy laughter.
But who's singing bass?
Quick! Let us hide. Our mystery is near to solving, I fear.
Ah, Cambio, you fill me with laughter.
He stole the name I invented to be her too.
It is not I, dear mistress, but what we read herein that makes you grin.
And he stole the books I brought to me, schoolmaster!
It was so cunning of you to come as my tutor, especially since Hortensio and Lucentio gave up that game. And now my father dotes upon you, even as I.
Do you hear that, Hortensio? We've one undone.
Let us speak to her.
Yes. Perhaps she thinks that when we cease to carry books to her, our looks went elsewhere too. Here I am, Bianca!
God's mercy!
And I.
What have we here?
Just some schoolboys, I'm sure, looking for their lost master. He went that way, lads, and we go this.
You may have my claim to her.
I have no claim, add yours too.
See how they embrace in court, Hortensio.
Ah, Signor Lucentio, here is my hand, and I vow never to will her again. And I formally declare her unworthy of all favors I have given to her.
Yes, and I take the like unfeigned oath never to marry with her, even though she beg. Fie on her! See how beastly she courts him!
It's disgusting.
Repulsive.
I'll be married to a wealthy widow within 3 days, for she has long loved me, while I, a dolt, did chase that forward lass. Henceforth, Lucentio, kindness in woman, not their pretty faces, shall win my love. I take my leave.
Yes, and I go too, not to find another maid, for he who woos a woman courts madness.
Did you not find last night's meal much to your liking?
Yes, my lord, much to my liking.
I thought the meat was a little burnt.
It was, in truth, a little burned,
And yet too raw from not enough cooking.
a little raw.
And the bed you slept on, it was comfortable?
Soft as down.
Thought it was too soft.
Perhaps a mite too soft.
More like a rock.
Very like a rock.
Well then, Kate, we will journey to your father's house to show him how well the match has gone. Grumio, bring round the horses. Grumio. Grumio!
Aye, sir.
Pull around the horses. Now, it's about 7, and we should reach your father's house, say, dinner time.
Pardon me, sir, but it's almost 2. It will be supper time before we get there.
It will be 7 when I go to horse. No matter what I say, or think, or do, you still cross me. Oh, honeymoon will go another day, till you learn another way.
This wild master of mine will command the sun.
Kate, where art thou? Come, Kate, we must reach your father's house. You may sit. Not you, Grumio. Good Lord, look how goodly shines the moon.
The moon? That is the sun. It is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now, by my mother's son, and that's myself, it shall be moon or star or whatever it is I say before we reach your father's house. Grumio, turn around the horses so we can go backward to our home.
Aye, sir.
No, wait! I pray you, please go forward since we have come so far, and be it sun or moon or whatever you please, and if you please to call it a rush candle, I vow it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Nay, you lie, it is the blessed sun.
Why? God be blessed, it is the blessed sun, and sun it is not when you say it is not, and the moon changes even as your mind. But when you shall have it named, even that it is, and so it shall be so for Catherine.
And so the rogue, the maid, has finally won.
Well then, forward, forward, thus the game should commence. Fair maiden, wert thou away? Tell me, Kate, and tell me truly, hast thou beheld a more beauteous gentlewoman?
He'll make Hortensio mad to make a woman of him.
Young, budding virgin, so fair, and fresh, and sweet, whither do you go, and where is your home? So happy the parents with so fair a child. Happier the man whom favorable stars allot thee for his loving wife.
Kate, I hope you have not gone mad. That is a man, old, wrinkled, and withered away, not a maiden as thou sayest he is.
Pardon, old father, my mistaking eyes, that have been so bedazzled by the sun, that everything I look upon seemeth green. But now I see that thou art a reverend father. Pardon me for thinking you a maid.
do, good father, and tell us where thou away.
Patricio, thou art a wag, that I knew of old. But what change is this I see in Catherine the Bold?
Good Hortensio, return with us to Baptista's estate, and you will see within the new Catherine a cause for jealousy.
I'll go with you, and I'll take heart and plunge after you. And if I find my widow too bold, too forward, then I'll set after your example to make the matter right.
There's something sweet within the airs of Padua that breeds kindness.
Oh, Patricio, for both our sakes, I hope that's true.
My word, I do believe Hortensio fears his widow.
Hortensio has no fear for me.
No, not from you. Of you.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Roundly said, good widow.
Widow, what do you mean that Hortensio has no fear from you?
I have no fear from him to take. I am fearless.
Roundly said, good widow. Kiss her for that, Hortensio.
Your husband's fear of Shrew measures to my husband's sorrow of his own woe. Now know what I say. Hortensio has no fear from me, nor of me either, though others should take heed. Now do you know my meaning?
Aye, and a mean meaning it is.
That's right. I mean you, like a howling dog that some urchin has yelled at.
My. Kate, you've been challenged. Well, have at her.
Yes, have at her, widow. Give her kind for kind.
Hortensio, 100 marks, my Kate puts your widow down.
I'll take that bet. Your Kate's been softened by your tender care.
It's no match. I'm sorry that I spoke.
Let us walk aside and let the men smoke.
And burn.
And turn to cinders. Now, what a marvel is this? Kate the cursed has turned another cheek.
Aye, young bird, so soon a bride, and thou speakest so harsh.
I'll speak when I please and to whom I please.
Oh, Patricio, I thought you had tamed your Shrew. A more fortunate man I am than you.
And both of you can envy me, for you both do know that I have found the one woman in all of Padua that does not live by the lash of her tongue.
Come, gentlemen. Let's have no match. Let each man treasure the wife he has, and give no thought to what might have been. And in good sadness, son Petruchio, I think thou hast the very shrew of all.
And to that I say no. Therefore, for assurance, let each man send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient and comes when called shall win the wager we will propose.
What wager? I'll hold the stakes, for I am wifeless and therefore honest.
I'll pledge 20 crowns on my widow.
I'll pledge 20 on Bianca.
20 crowns. I bet that much on a hound or a hawk. I'll bet 20 times more than that upon my wife. I groom you.
Aye, sir. 100 then.
Agreed.
Then it is a match.
So, who shall begin? Who shall be first?
That will I. Maid,
Yes, sir.
go bid your mistress to come to me.
I go.
Son, I'd like to half your bet. If I know Bianca, you will win.
There will be no halves on my bet. I'll keep it all myself. Well, where is my lady?
She sends word that she is busy and cannot come.
Maid,
She is busy and cannot come. Is that an answer?
Aye, and a kind one too. Pray God, sir, your wife sends you not worse.
I hope better.
maid, send for my wife.
Send her along threats and promises and promise her to come.
Petruchio, even with threats and promises, your Kate will not come. Well now, where's my wife?
She says that she is a joke that is about half told. She will not come, but wish to speak to her that you are to come to her.
Why? That is worse than before. Oh, vile, intolerable. Dear maid, call upon my wife and tell her I command her to come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
The foulest fortune's mine then.
By all that's holy and much besides, here comes Catherine.
What is your will, sir, that you send for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conversing by the parlor fire.
Bring them hither, and if they refuse, swing them by the ears into their husband's arms. Bring them straight away.
What a wonder, if you talk of wonders.
And so it is. I wonder when the hurricane will blow. For Catherine is like the calm before a storm.
There's no storm. When a man rules with the right supremacy, the only wind that blows is love and sweet.
You have worked a miracle, good Petruchio. You have won your wager, and to it I will add 20,000 crowns. A second dowry for a second Kate, for this one's changed.
And her obedience does not stop there, with a new willing mind and virtue. And here she comes, bringing along your stubborn wives with her womanly persuasion.
Lord, let me never have a cause to sigh, that I'm brought to such a silly pass as this.
Fie! What foolish duty you call this?
Kate, tell these headstrong women what duty they owe to their lords and husbands.
I'll not be lectured by her. You're trying to make a fool of me.
Tell all wives what they owe their husbands.
Catherine shall not speak.
I say she shall. Speak, Catherine.
Fie, fie, widow. Unknit that threatening brow and dart not scornful glances to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frost do bite the flowers, destroys thy good name as winds shake fair buds, and in no way is feminine or friendly. An angry woman is like a fountain, troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty, and while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy governor. And he commits his body to painful labor, both by land and sea, while thou liest warm at home, secure and safe. And he craves no other tribute at thy hand but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. My mind has been as stubborn as yours, my heart is great, my reason a great deal more. Skilled I was in bandying words and frowns, but now I see a woman's lance is but a straw. Our strength is weak, save for our husband's love.
Why, there's a wench. I do say, Kate, I love thee.
Oh, happy day, Petruchio, for you have tamed a shrew.
And I wonder how many can say the same, and how many in the audience bear the shame of a wife that's passing true, and is all the same, yet a shrew. If you have tamed a shrew, speak! That is, if your wife gives you permission to. God give you all good night.